All right, Doug. Christians, in my mind, are the biggest hypocrites on the planet.
Okay.
You know why? Because they talk about love and peace and all this, what would Jesus do? But it's the religions, Christians especially, that have caused so much suffering and war. People are fighting over religion and killing people in the name of God. It's like the religions are the biggest hypocrites, and that's why I hate it. What do you have to say about that?
I agree with you. Like, God calls us to go to war in Iraq, or which side is God on, right? In this battle or in that battle. We Christians have so much to apologize for foolishness that's been done, and we slap Jesus' name on it and pretend like we're somehow following him when actually we're making a mess of things. I was fed up with religion and religiosity in high school because of this very reason right here, which is it creates more problems than not. And what I saw was a bunch of people hiding behind a Christian mask and kind of happy Christian mask. And I was like, that's not even true of who they are. They're hiding behind that thing. So when I came to college, I was actually quite an expert at poking religious hypocrisy. I made a kind of a hobby to pick out the hypocrites because I was so pissed off about it. And then the most unexpected thing happened, jacked me up. You know what I realized? I have these values about loving people and being compassionate, and then I had to face myself and say, Doug, you're the hypocrite. You're the one who has a set of values, and you're not living your own set of values. And the very things that you say that you want to be about, you're not about. So you know all those hypocrites that you're talking about? I'm the hypocrite. And I'm the one who's tempted to hide behind my mask. And whether it's like the cool guy mask, the whatever mask, or the Christian mask, there's part of me that doesn't want you to know who I really am inside and doesn't want you to know that I'm weak. And so I put up the strong front. But the truth is, I'm broken inside and I can't live the very way that I want to live. So instead of hiding behind Jesus or religion or wrestling or whatever the thing is that I want to hide behind that's my identity, what I had to do this morning is take it down and go, God, I suck today. I'm out of love. I'm frustrated. And the very people that I'm supposed to be loving, I'm not loving today. Help me. That's the truth about me. Now, is Jesus somebody that I'm hiding behind? No, not today, actually. Jesus is the one that's turning my life around today. That doesn't mean that people aren't hiders, but what I've come to realize is actually we're all hypocrites, and we all have a mask. You can hide behind the Jesus mask, you can hide behind the cool guy mask, you can hide behind whatever mask, but we're just afraid of really being honest about who we are. So what I would say is, where are you tempted to hide? Because I'm tempted to hide. And how actually, no offense, how are you a hypocrite? Because I'm a hypocrite. And I bet you there's part of your values that you don't live up to. So instead of being the expert at poking out everybody else's hypocrisy, which is totally true, but they're an easy target. The life-changing target is yourself. When you're willing to look at yourself and go, you know what, I'm a poser too. I hide behind a mask. That's the path of transformation. And I'd encourage you to go down that path because that'll change your life versus just poking at everybody else's problems, because there's a lot of problems to poke at. Remember Bono? Bono said, throw a rock and you'll hit somebody guilty, right? Throw a rock, hit me, I'm guilty. But I'm working on my issues. How about you? Are you working on your issues?
You're honest, and I appreciate that. You're totally right. I agree with you. People are hypocrites, but I just hate that religion is used so much to mobilize people to anger or hatred.
It's a powerful force of evil in the world. I totally agree. The question is not religion, the question is transformation. And as we let down our guard, we're willing to let the honest part of us out. Now, you know who killed Jesus, right? The religious people. Why? Because they had too much of a mask at stake. It was too much that they were hiding behind, and they didn't like the threat. And Jesus said, let it down, guys, be real. Let me change you. And they weren't willing, and that's why they killed him. So you and I can write that path by being the ones that are willing to let down the guard and say, I'm willing to ask God to change me. So how about that for you? Would you be willing to let God change you?
I don't need to be changed like that.